And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Chris Evans, and Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons film, Red One. So, I saw Red One, and, the trailers they looked interesting, for a new, Christmas kind of style film, and, you know, I honestly thought the trailer was like, okay, in theaters for like maybe a week or two and then go to Netflix or Amazon. I think it is as an Amazon film. So I went to go watch it. And to be honest, not exactly perfect, not exactly great, but it was okay. It had some moments. So the story of this movie is that Dwayne Johnson is basically the head security force for Santa Claus, played by J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons, Santa Claus, he gets kidnapped, and Dwayne Johnson needs help to try to find and track down Santa Claus before Christmas is ruined. So Lucy Liu, who's like the government agency who runs the entire organization of the I guess the North Pole and Santa Claus's operation, she goes and like, hey, listen, there's this tracker. He's good at finding things, whether it's hacking computers or all that. He's the man to go for, and it's Chris Evans. So Dwayne Johnson's character goes and finds him. They butt heads first off, and then they go on their adventure to try to find Santa Claus and try to find out who kidnapped him. Okay, so now that's out of the way. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's okay. It's not gonna be like, a Jingle All the Way or the Santa Claus trilogy where those movies you can get excited to see every single year, or the Polar Express. It's not any of those movies. This movie's kind of forgettable. There's some moments in here that really worked. I really enjoyed seeing J.K. Simmons be jacked, so that was cool. I like seeing the whole that he's kind of bigger deal than the president during the holiday season. So duh. So I thought that stuff was cool. I love seeing Lucy Liu in anything. She's just gorgeous. So she doesn't age. She's perfect. She's great. Chris Evans is Chris Evans, and Dwayne Johnson is just Dwayne Johnson. So that was fine, and seeing in the trailers, spoiler for the trailer, you see Krampus. I like seeing that. I thought that stuff worked really well. I thought that stuff was fun, but there was some stuff in here that made no sense to me because it was like, okay, you can have Santa Claus be your main, figure. Be okay. He gets kidnapped. Who's gonna take him out? Who wants to take out Santa Claus? Who's the big villain? Could be anybody. Jack Frost, Easter Bunny, any of those guys. Any of the, fairy tale kind of creatures that we all know for the holidays. We all know. But they gave us this character that I have no idea who it was, and it was just like kind of weird. I mean, the actress who played it was fine, but it's like you couldn't give us somebody who really hated Santa Claus taking the spotlight kind of a thing, You could have been like a Jack Frost or even the Grinch. You could have made the Grinch be like, hey, I don't want Santa Claus, taking all the good stuff. Let me be the one who takes out Santa Claus and ruin Christmas for everybody. Couldn't give us something like that. I think that was a missed opportunity to give us something like that as the villain. I feel like the villain here was just lame. And, the plot of the film was just like, that leads up to this villain was like, eh. No real backstory of who this character was. This character had a backstory with one other character that wasn't even any of the main characters. So it was like, okay. So that's kind of let it down. But, overall, the whole film itself was just fine. I'm not going to actually I'm going to pop in Red One every Christmas year. Somebody's going to ask me, let's watch either How the Grinch Stole Christmas, either the animated version or Jim Carrey's version, or Red One. I'm picking Jim Carrey's or both that and the cartoon of How the Grinch Stole Christmas every time, because this movie's kind of forgettable. So it kind of feel sorry for everybody involved. They tried their best. It's not exactly their fault. It's just that this film just so many missed opportunities. I thought the snowman characters were cool. Characters like that should have been in the front of the villainy, and the whole backstory of, all of, the organization that Lucy Liu runs. she goes after all kinds of mythical creatures like the Headless Horseman and all those kind of characters. And, you know, that would have been a bit better story. But, you know, it's kind of like, you know, if, you know, that, remember Nightmare Before Christmas? Remember that, you know, the opening where that forest, we see all the trees, all the different holidays? It's kind of like that, except we didn't get that. Like, we were going to go into those towns, explore it, but we didn't get to see anything about it. Kind of like that. You know, we all wonder, oh, what exactly is, you know, Thanksgiving town like? You know, what is, you know, 4th of July like? You know, we wanted to explore those towns and those inside those trees, and we never got it. Kind of like that, you know, where they build up this, you know, this kind of universe, and they don't give us anything about it. It was just kind of flat and just, and not good. Although I have to admit something about this movie that I kind of did like. I kind of like The Rock not really being the main guy in this movie. Yeah, he's the main guy, but he didn't act like he was the main guy. Spoiler, he kind of gets his butt whooped a couple of times in here, which I was surprised, because normally in every dang Rock movie that he has, he's always like, yeah, he takes his beatings, sure, but he always comes out on top. And in this movie, he got beat up more than he won. So, you know, there was that. So that was kind of fun if you wanted to see that kind of change in the Rock's movies. So that was interesting. And, you know, the whole moral of the film was just kind of weird, too, with The Rock. He has his, like, a dilemma in this film before the whole Santa Claus abduction stuff happens. I thought that stuff was kind of lame. So, overall, the movie was just, you know. Obviously, this weekend we got Wicked and Gladiator coming out. Stay tuned for those reviews. Can't wait to watch those movies. So, listen, if you're interested in this movie, go check it out. If you end up loving it, awesome. There's some moments in here that was kind of cool. I love the dynamic between Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. I thought that stuff was cool. Proving once again that Marvel and DC can work together. Captain America, Black Adam. So, you know what I mean? So, I thought that stuff was fine. I love seeing Lucy Liu pop up in anything. She can do anything. She's great. And J.K. Simmons is just J.K. Simmons. Oh, yeah, another negative about this movie, I forgot. I wish we got more J.K. Simmons in this movie as Santa Claus. He's in the movie. He's in the movie, but he doesn't really do anything. He's just there. And that's pretty much it. And it's also in the trailers, they gave us the trailers of the big polar bear character. Nothing. He was just there. Nothing much. But, you know, what can you do? So, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Are you guys looking forward to seeing this? Not looking forward to seeing this? Gonna wait for it on streaming? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And have a good day.